Get ready.
So this national park that we've come into is absolutely beautiful. I think I'm just exiting it now, but I managed to get the drone up, and we'll let this light come through. I managed to get the drone up over a beautiful lake there, and hopefully it caught the mountain in the background as well, so I'll stick that in here, if not, or I may have done it already. But yeah, it was lovely, very nice. Yeah, the drone seems to be behaving very well now since the old update, thank God. Caused me no end of heartbreak yesterday, but she's behaving today. So it's all good. Look at this. We need to pull in there, mate. Thank you. He's flashing me to come ahead, is he? Let's close the gap. Thank you. Really beautiful park now. Yeah, there's not a whole lot left now that I'm doing. Just making my way to Ullapool. What have we got? Yeah, we have the Falls of Maysock and then a lake. I don't know how feasible it is to get to that Falls of Maysock though. It looks like it could be a bit of a trek. I'm not going to be arsed walking for miles up to get it. I might just get it on another trip. Oh look, there's a little coffee bar there. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, says you. I am Hank Marvin, and I need to check my fuel. Just over half a tank. Let's get into this here coffee bar. I haven't had a sandwich or anything today. That looks alright. Just want a coffee and a scone or something. Keep me going for another couple of hours. Right, I'll see you in a minute. So, just had a coffee here at this little cafe stroke petrol station. Really nice. I think that's the nicest scone I've ever had. And they had cream with it, and jam, and a fantastic coffee when I was in a petrol station. And they sell North Coast 500 memorabilia. So I got myself a North Coast 500 t-shirt and a sticker for the panniers. So I'm delighted. I like putting the old stickers onto the panniers from places I get to go. I know it's a bit naff, but it's just a little reminder for where me and the bike have been. Every time you see it, you think of those places. Puts a smile back in your face. Oh, look at this. Wow. Benega visitor. So I'm terrible, I'm Irish, and this is all, you know, Gaelic. I should be able to speak this. I haven't a word of Irish. Not a word. Terrible. I should go and learn it. But yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah, no, I'm really blown away that little cafe shop. So I've marked it in my sat nav. So the next time I'm back, hopefully with the brother, we'll get in there and stop for an hour coffee, and he can pick up his own t-shirt. I don't like buying t-shirts on these type of trips for other people, because I think it doesn't mean anything to them then. It doesn't have the same value, the same sentiment. Like I like getting t-shirts or neck tubes or something like that for places I've actually been and visited, and you know, it gives you a good sentimental value then, you know. But just giving somebody a t-shirt or something like that, there's no value to them. Oh, thanks, t-shirt, great. So I think it's nice if you can get my brother to come here, and then he'll get his t-shirt, and then that makes it special for him, instead of me just giving him one. Oh, this is just every time you think you know what the landscape is like, it just changes again and again. I just don't know what I'm going to be on from one minute to the next. It's fantastic. It's so vast. It definitely beats the Wild Atlantic Way, and maybe that's because I'm just so used to the Wild Atlantic Way. I mean, I'm doing the Wild Atlantic Way, well, the main section of it, the Kerry and West Cork and Connemara, but I'll be doing that in a few weeks, and I'll probably be sitting there going, oh my god, what was I thinking? This is definitely better than the North Coast. But right now, as I'm driving through it, I've never been anywhere as cool as all of this. You know, the Alps has drama because it has scale. I mean, it's huge, but it all becomes a bit bland after a while. It's like, oh, another set of hairpins, you know. And it's stunning when you're there. Like, you'll think it's the best place you've ever been. But I think Ireland and this certainly, they're as good as anything else anywhere in the world. I challenge anyone to find a better drive for motorbikes or anyone than these. You know, Wild Atlantic Way and North Coast 500, or just Scotland in general. You know, I know there's these guys that have travelled the world. I've travelled a lot, but I haven't travelled the world. These guys go off into the mad places, but you know, for more realistic people, just the guys that like to get away for a week or a weekend here and there, you know, that don't have either the resources or the time to do those big transcontinental trips, I challenge you to find anything better. Like, Andalusia is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have a patch on the Wild Atlantic Way or this, not a patch on it. The thing that Andalusia has going for it is it's some really beautiful biking, some really beautiful roads, but it always has really good weather for the most part. Whereas that's the problem with Ireland and Scotland, is you just can't get the weather, you can't rely on it. But if only for that, I think those two would be a mecca of driving routes. I've been to the States a few times now, but all that's been with work. I've gone on a holiday for a few days to New York, and I've been there a few times for work, and I've been to Philadelphia and Boston and Kentucky, loads of places, Montreal, Toronto. I've been everywhere, but that's always for work. Never get to get out really and see the proper sights. But I can't imagine it beating this. I can't imagine it. They may have elements of it, but not all. It's such a concentrated, doable, manageable trip like this. I challenge anyone who likes driving holidays, road trips, whether on a bike or a car, you won't be disappointed. Obviously I'd prefer you did it on a bike, because bikes are cool. And you know, you people, anybody watching this, you're not even seeing a fraction of what I get to see, because obviously I can't keep the camera on all the time, and you're getting a limited field of vision. I can see peripherally what's beside me and everything, so you're missing a huge percentage of what I can see. So I constantly have that lake in my periphery vision, whereas you probably don't. Maybe you do. I'll see when I look at the footage back. But it's just incredible. Anyway, I'll save some battery for later on. Talk to you soon. Yeah, another change in landscape here. Wow. Saw him earlier. They were in the garage earlier. Oh, what the heck I'm going into here? What is all this? Sort of a dam. Yeah, it's a little small dam. God damn it. Dang nabbit. Jesus, you're a bit all over the shop there, mate. This is very strange. I just thought to let me go by, is he? Looks like it is. Thank you. Oh, that's nice. 6:23 now. It's telling me. Geez, I didn't realise I'd stopped for so long. Like when I left, it was telling me 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock. So it's nearly an hour and a half I've added on to it. Between trying to pet deer, eat scones, have rows with Dutchmen. Yeah, it all adds up. So you have to always keep that in mind when you're planning your trips. Don't forget your stops. I'd say to be safe, always add 2 hours on to whatever your route is telling you. That'll give you a better idea. Certainly at least an hour if. Oh wow, what's that? But 2 hours if you're an old fuddy-duddy like me. Makes us stop a lot. But the plan for tomorrow, so tomorrow's the big day. 320 something miles. All on roads like this. Well, about 70% on roads like this. So hopefully I'll make up the time in the 30%. So once we leave Ullapool tomorrow, we're going all the way up to the top northwesterly corner, where there's a cup of hot chocolate with my name on it, in the mountain, or Cocoa Mountain chocolate shop, where apparently they claim they make the best hot chocolate in the world. And I'm gonna make sure that they ain't lying. And then I'll be cutting right across the top, trying to take in Smoo Cave, and then get up to Dunnet Head, which is the actual most northerly point in the UK, not John O'Groats, where even most people in England will tell you is the most northerly point. You're wrong. You included Ewan McGregor. That's why you started your long way down trip in John O'Groats, because you thought you were going from the top when you should have really started from Dunnet Head. You fucked up. It takes an Irishman to tell you. And then we'll go over to John O'Groats, the popular north. most northerly point of the UK. And that's just a photo op, just to get that sign in the picture. And then that should be all the slow roads done. Then we're on to the east coast, and then it's hit the throttle and go like Rossi all the way down the east coast. That road's supposed to be much wider and faster, and I hope I can barrel down that and then try and make back some time. So I reckon it's going to be about an 8 to 9 hour day. But we'll see. So now we're going to take another spin off the main route. Yeah, so this is off the main North Coast 500 again. This is another one I've just added into the mix. See what it's like. It looks good on Google Map. So all the ones I found so far have totally worked out. They've been absolutely amazing. So I have full confidence that this is going to be cool too. Move over, you old codger. So let's see what she's like. At least the road surface is good. So far, but these things have a habit of just disintegrating pretty quickly. Like this. So this is what, 13 kilometers? Bloody hell, what was I thinking? 13 kilometers down to it and then back, so that's 26 kilometers I've added in just for the laugh. But sure, the beauty about it is that if you don't explore, you'll never know. You could find the greatest road you've ever driven at the end of it, so you know, you won't know till you look. It's nice anyway, very nice. Oh, wow, another Mirkwood type area. It's amazing how much of Scotland is very like Middle Earth, or how I imagine Middle Earth to look like. Oh yeah, this looks good. Looks promising. Some beautiful houses. Look at this, yo. Bloody hell. Sheldon Lodge Hotel. It's a hotel. Oh wow. See what I mean? Gorgeous little spot. Wouldn't have even known about it. Camperman very nicely letting me go. Jeez, look at that. That's a beautiful little harbour, isn't it? I'd say that's what I love about biking. Just these little gems that you can find. You'd never know they existed. Getting out and seeing the world. Look at this. It's again another completely different landscape to what I was just on moments ago, which was completely different from the one I was on moments before that. Every time I turn a corner, it's something different. Lachnaside, blah blah. My sat-nav is all going squiggly there, so it looks like this road is going to go a bit twisty and turny for a while. I wonder if it'll be going up and down as well like that last one. That was like a roller coaster. Who's giving way to who? He's moving in. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Glenview. I had my wedding in a hotel called the Glenview. This is nice. And the surface is holding good so far. Alright, what's happening here? Other cattle. Yeah, this is like around the Glengariff area, you know, Bantry, Glengariff. If you ever go down there, it's an amazing part of Ireland because as far as I know, it's in the Gulf Stream. So the air is a bit warmer there, so plants that don't grow anywhere else in the country all grow there. All these weird tropical plants, it's amazing. Yeah, but it's just full of little lakes like this. Looks very similar. Yeah, just looking at the sat-nav, this is a series of little islands that are all just connected by these little narrow roads. So I'm jumping from island to island here by the looks of it, kind of like Clew Bay, I think. Back home in Mayo. Clew Bay's in Mayo. Maybe not. I know how to get there, alright. Not sure which county it's in. Wow. Nice little log cabin there. I'd love to build a log cabin somewhere like this. Thank you. Badacro. I call out these sign names so I can look them up later, or if you guys like what you're seeing, you can look them up as well yourselves. Look at that big gorge down there. Jesus. Gonna slow down there, mate. One woman and her horse. Yeehaw! 8.4 kilometers. Somebody else has found it. You're a bit old to be a learner, isn't he? Yeah, so it's official. The first bit of rain, folks. It started to rain. The forecast said it wouldn't start until this evening, about 9 o'clock. So maybe this is just a local shower. It's nothing heavy anyway. It's sure, it's only spitting. Lucky I didn't take out the liner, so I'm all ready to rock. Snug as a bug in a rug. Yeah, this road is oh no, that's impressive. Not 100% sure if it's worth the 26 kilometers I've added. Oh, maybe. Oh, sure, that's cool. Like on any normal day, this would be amazing, but after going through what I've already gone through, the bar has been set high, and I don't know if this is meeting it now. I'd probably adjust the route that I'll share to take this out. I don't know if it's worth the 26 kilometers. There's 13 in and 13 out because it is a dead end. It looked better on the googly maps. I mean, it is nice, don't get me wrong. Maybe I'm being a bit picky, but Look at it, it's gorgeous. I'm comparing. Nice beach. Yeah, I'm hoping this rain is just localized to this peninsula I've come out onto. I mean, if it stayed like that, I wouldn't mind. I don't even feel it. And I have brand shiny new tyres on, so they should have maximum grip. They're well run in by now, getting all the way up here. There's the moo cows. They're not the hairy cows. They're just ordinary cows. You're plain, you're ordinary cows. Where's the hairy ones? Yeah, I nearly turned around, but there's only 3.5 kilometers to go. Might as well finish it out, otherwise the sat-nav will have a conniption. Darth Vader will be screaming in my ear, telling me I'm not going the way of the Force. Jesus, freaking gravel right there in the... Oh, I hate gravel. I hate gravel! Puts the bejeepers up on you when you don't realise you're already on it. Jesus. Holy goody. Okay, I'm really not liking this road. I'm not connecting with this road, people. It's trying to kill me. But it's not even a particularly dangerous looking road. I'm just not connected. That's a nice house. I'll save some battery. Yeah, so the end of this road, I'm just on my way back from it now. The end of this road was just a beach. It was a nice beach and all, but yeah, this is the one that didn't really work out too well. I don't think it's worth the effort to get down to it. Like, I mean, look at it. I mean, it's stunning, but sure, the whole place is stunning. Like, all I've really done here is added unnecessary time to my day. I had a quick check in the map there, and I thought I was a lot closer to Ullapool, but on the map I'm only halfway up on my route, which seems a bit weird. Now the sat nav is telling me I'm gonna get to the hotel at 6:30, which is what, 2.5 hours from now. So obviously the roads are going to get a bit faster once I come back off here. But I'd say this battery, and it's my last battery on the GoPro, is probably about to go, so any minute now is going to be my last shot for today. Those two roads, the Applecross and that other one, burned up a huge amount of batteries on me, so I should really rig it up so that I can charge them on the move. But so don't be surprised if this is the last you hear from me today. Until I get to the hotel, I'll charge them up again and show you my room. It's always good to get a sense of the rooms that to stay in. I know TMF said that people are always asking him to show them more of the rooms and the hotels he's staying in, so that they can see if they're suitable for their own routes. So that's why I'm trying to incorporate it in. I'll learn from him. Anyway, I'll save some battery. Talk to you later. So it looks like the rain is down for the rest of the day. I was hoping it was just out on that peninsula, but no, it's still going. I'm just past Bealach or Bealach or however it's pronounced. Seems to be getting steadily heavier. And what I've realised is that just for some reason Scotland has cattle grids every few miles. So everywhere you go they have them, and I've just gone over one there coming out of the town, and because it's wet steel metal bars, the back tyre was sliding around on it, so obviously when I come up to them now when they're wet, I need to throttle off and just let the bike coast over them and not apply any power, because if you give it any kind of power to the back wheel when they're wet, it seems that the wheel is just sliding, and that's tricky. Now if the bike is upright, not too bad, but if you're on any kind of a lean, she'll slide from under you. Which is never good. But the roads have definitely gotten faster now. That's why. So I've got 111 kilometers now to go. We're on the home stretch. I was going to go see a lake in that falls of Maysock, but to be honest with you, I might just strip them out. I don't think there's going to be much to see. I don't think they're going to be particularly spectacular. They looked okay when I looked at them on Street View, but geez, I've seen 1,000,001 lakes here that look no different than the ones I've seen. So, and I don't think I'll get down to those falls of Maysock. I think there's a bit of a hike to them. So, there's no point in wasting time with them. Plus the fact that I've overextended the day by stopping so much, and I've added in about 2 hours that I wasn't expecting. There was a funny sound coming from my engine. Or am I imagining it? Incredible. In-flippin'-credible. That's straight out of National Geographic, that is. I'm blown away. Off the charts. Unreal. Unreal. howdy folks. That was the end of another long day. Today was supposed to be the shortest day, but it ended up being still pretty long because I took my time and I spent more time in some of the stops, so it still ended up with me getting here after about nearly 7 o'clock. So I've got here to Ullapool. I'm in the Arches Hotel. It's a nice hotel. Rooms are a bit small now. I paid a bit extra for a larger room, but the room is still pretty cramped. So I'd hate to think what the smaller rooms are like, but it's clean and it seems to be a very popular spot. There's a massive queue to get served at the restaurant. It seems the whole town is here. I'll show you around the room now in a minute, but it was a great day. Unbelievable sights saw today, incredible roads, but very, very tough going, and I've created a major problem now for myself tomorrow. I turned on the sat nav when I got here, and I loaded up the route for tomorrow because this is the starting point of tomorrow's route, obviously, and it's telling me it's a 10-hour trip. So on average I've been adding about 2 hours to those in the last 2 or 3 days, so that means it's a 12-hour trip tomorrow according to the sat nav, and obviously I can't cancel my my hotel in Inverness, so that's going to be a major problem. As you might have seen earlier in my video, it started to rain now this afternoon. I have to check the weather forecast, but if it's going to rain tomorrow, it's going to be excuse me, it's going to be a long day if I have to do all of that in the rain. So what I might try and do is see if I can move my hotel in Inverness to the following night, which means I'll have to cancel my hotel in Moffat and cut out the Cairngorms, and then kind of break tomorrow into 2 stages, and then Inverness will be effectively my last night, and then cut from Inverness over to back to Cairnryan then on the last day. So it kind of scuppers a few of the plans that I have, but I've definitely bitten off more than I can chew. But you never know. I'll see if I might not be able to change the plans, and I might just have to do the 12 hours tomorrow. So we'll have to see. But it's not. It doesn't sound attractive to me. The last few days have been tough. I've been leaving about 9:30 in the morning, and 9:30 is the latest I've left now, the last couple of mornings, and it's been about 7 o'clock getting in, and it takes your toll on you. You know, it's a long old day, so I don't fancy rolling into somewhere starting at about 9 and rolling in somewhere at 9 or 10 in the evening. That's just not my cup of tea. Like, so I'll have to try and figure something out. But other than that, it was a great day. So that's the route I did today. So I came up and I went around, did the Applecross Pass here, which wasn't as terrifying as I thought it would be, but it was a bit of a nerve-wracking route, particularly with the heavy fog that was there. But I was glad I did it. I got it done when it was dry, and then that meant that I got to do all of this bit here, which is incredible. All of this is just incredible. This is the little offshoot road that I did that was even better, I thought, than the Applecross Pass. And then I followed this all the way up here, and then this is the little offshoot here where I had a bit of a barney with some Dutch guy because I parked in his car park even though the cafe was closed. Anyway, I came back out, and then pretty much from here all the way up was absolutely fantastic. Really, really good now. It was like driving in the Rockies or something. It was amazing. So tomorrow, as you can see, that's the problem I have with tomorrow. It's effectively going from here to here, but the long way around. Sorry for nicking your name there, Mr. McGregor, but it's literally the entire circumference of Scotland. And on my route app, when I planned it out, it was saying about 7 hours, which I could live with. But now that I'm on site with the sat nav, it's telling me 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours. That's just too much. That doesn't feel like a pleasure ride to me at all, so I'll have to see what I can do. But let me show you around the room so you know what it's like. But it is a nice hotel, popular spot. But you can see it's quite small. There's all my tech charging for tomorrow. That's the view I have. There's my little bike down there. So it's a nice view. It reminds me a little bit of Killybegs. that's just a little closet, chair, and the bathroom that I've wrecked. So yeah, pretty standard, straightforward, simple room, clean, modern. That's the job done. But there's no lift in it for some reason. I don't know what it is about Scottish hotels. They've no lifts. Nobody offering to carry your bags, and as I said before, my back box alone is about 40 kilograms. I have to haul that up with all this other stuff. I don't even know how I get all this stuff into the bike, to be honest. But my cold is still with me. It's starting to get a bit better. But I know it's probably annoying talking through the microphone when I'm on the move, so I apologise. Again, it's as annoying to me as it is to you guys, I'm sure. But okay, so I'll let you know in the morning what I've managed to do, or if I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and do the full 12 hours. So talk to you tomorrow.